Alright, hello, and welcome back to Mystic Quest. First of all, apologies for the audio in the last two videos. Hopefully I can fix that. I don't know what's doing that. It never did that before, but that sound like wind blowing in the background or whatever it is, for lack of better description. Just that weird background audio. Yeah. I don't know what's causing that, but hopefully I fixed it, or at least minimalized it. Never did that before until just those last two videos. Anyways, back here, as I said I would, I did most of the battlefield battles between videos, and now ready to finish them off, so to speak. Of course. Oh, money. Alright. Got up to level 15, equal to the secondary party member. Did most of the grinding going into the bone dungeon first, elemental level. Far enough to get 3 more of those seeds, and then back out again. Did that 4 more times to go from 3 to 15, getting 3 each time. Because again, it's going to be a while before we get to the shop that sells those, so yeah. Whether I actually need that many or not remains to be seen, but yeah. Now, by the way, something I kind of neglected to mention in the last couple videos. The kind of cryptic hidden shortcut secret. But if I recall correctly, you can go around the long way, I think. Or maybe, well, maybe not. Yeah, okay, you can take the long way around. I just noticed, back in the day, I had no problem noticing this because of the way the grass, just indents like that. Like, obviously something there, I couldn't help thinking, and yep. I mean, that's not always the case, obviously. I mean, right here, there's nothing. Just something about that stood out. Even on my first playthrough. Like, wait a minute. That looks odd. I knew it. Maybe it's all the times playing Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 looking for, just having to look for stuff like that. Or by this time, A Link to the Past as well. By late 92, yeah. Did finish that one out on, okay. Oh, here we go again with ridiculously low accuracy rate. Okay, some kind of magic defense, I think. Anyways. Okay, it's not, doesn't auto. Wait a minute, weren't we? Okay, wait a minute. Am I missing something here? you're selling bombs, I think. Yeah. But because of all the time going back and forth through the first dungeon, or the first elemental dungeon of the game, emptying out all those little wooden treasure chests along the way, yeah, I'm already maxed out on bombs. Alright, anyways, getting back to the original point here. Am I missing something? Or am I just that forgetful? So I could have swore it was something to do with it. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, because I guess this game predates fire. Melts ice real well. Yeah. I mean, I know most RPGs are set in a medieval time setting, but I didn't think they were set in the Jurassic era. I mean, really? You can't get out. You can't just melt the ice. Only in a video game. Yeah, exactly. See? Benjamin has the right idea. How are you supposed to melt ice with water? You just add more ice to it. Again, video game logic. Yeah, I saw that. Okay. Then we get these things. Oh, never mind. That's not what I was thinking it was. I was thinking it was a new item that we haven't seen yet, but no. Alright, so we got our new plot directive, so to speak. Actually, before I go any further that way... Oop, dead end. Never mind. Okay, come on. You can jump over them, except for when they're in the corner. In a corner like that, you can't really... Yeah. I know one of the buildings in here has a Dude, get out of the way. Steel helmet, okay. Not yet, hold on. Just out of curiosity. Defense 38. Didn't... What? Oh, wait a minute, that's right. Never mind, I gotta... Okay, hold on. No, it doesn't. What's the point in that helmet upgrade then? It doesn't increase defense any. Huh. Whatever, game. Anyways. Two more battlefields to go through. And a mini dungeon. Oh, this place? Oh, goody. Well, for now, I'm not going to bother fighting every enemy. See what was over there. Yeah, okay, well, actually. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, wait a minute. Okay. Just remembered. I do actually at least want to make some progress in here, not just because you have to for story purposes and actually completing the game reasons, but... Oh. Hedgehog. Yeah. I guess they didn't want to call it a hedgehog, especially being this was in late 92. Sonic the Hedgehog was still relatively brand new yet. I guess maybe they were... I mean, I doubt that really had anything to do with the, hedgehog as a generic term anyways, but... Yeah. Just kind of coincidental, given the timing of this game's release, that, rather than call, picking on her now, huh? Dude, I'm here too, What am I, invisible now? Keep hitting the wrong button there. Alright. Heal potions, I think, cure any status ailment, I think. Actually, hold on. I can't one-shot them yet either. Okay, never mind. I was thinking I'd let Phoebe finish off the other one since I could one-shot the hedgehogs, but nope, I guess not. That plan backfired. Alright, here we go. The reason why, at least for now, I wanted to make a little bit of progress in here. What's about to happen up ahead. Ow! That hurt. Or, wait a minute, no. That didn't hurt! That didn't hurt! That didn't hurt! Ow! That hurt! Yeah. Police Academy 2. Oh. No, you're gonna give me that. Then what are you gonna use? Okay. Cat Claw. Well, this was a good weapon for the Black Mage in the first Final Fantasy game. Trick, it actually made the wuss into at least slightly formidable melee fighter. At least in the NES original of the first game. Problem was is you didn't have access to the Cat Claw weapon until mid-game at the earliest. And that's only if you bypassed suggested order and right after completing the Earth dungeon went for the canoe and then used it to get, to go to the ice cave to get the floater and go to the Castle of Ordeals to get honored, get the rat tail to get on. Went through that whole process early, got the airship instead of going to the. Otherwise, if you followed suggested order, it would have been like 3/4 of the way through the game by then. Yeah. With the Black Mage sucking once the magic spell charges were gone. Yeah. Again, one of the reasons I could never go back to playing the NES original of the first game. At least if I was to ever do so, I would not use Black Mage for that playthrough. I'd have either 2 fighters or 2 red mages. Yeah. Anyways, I've been over that how many times now? Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to hold the button down. Kind of like using the spider ball on the Game Boy original, black and white Game Boy original of Metroid 2, how you had to hold the button down every inch of... Actually, no, scratch that. I think that was a 3DS remake, rather. But one of those two, I can't remember which one it was, but you had to hold the goddamn button down every second of the way. Let go of that button for even if your finger just moved light enough over so that it wasn't pressing the button down. Down you go. God, I hated that. Yeah. Anyways, so far so good here as far as enemy fights go. But we're about to be introduced to more new enemies, or at least one new enemy. Centaur! I don't think they... Actually, I'm not sure. I can't remember. Oh, I mean, I do know one thing. I don't want to use that. I mean, that claw can be a good weapon against some enemies, but I don't remember which ones. And I mainly just use it like I just did to climb scalable walls. Otherwise, I usually don't bother with it. Alright, well, again, for now, at least I'm not going to fight every battle. Okay. You're in my way, dude. Fine. Again, I don't want to wait. Well, actually, what am I worrying about? Wasting bombs. Shit. Excuse my language. Crap. If I run out of bombs, I can always just go back to the frickin' first dungeon of the game. Reload on bombs like how I got maxed out on bombs in the first place. Actually, I wouldn't even have to go back that far. You got that shop that sells them now, but yeah. I don't know how much... Where does it say how much money I have? Oh. 22.17. Of course, I don't know how much she sells each one for. I don't remember that. I usually don't have to worry about it for the very same reason I didn't have to worry about it here today. Yeah. Usually maxed out by just opening all the treasure chests that have them. Oh, gee. That couldn't possibly be the boss of this dungeon down there in the middle of the screen. Yeah. Potential problem is you can't get to him from here. No way down. I mean, we can't just jump. I mean, only one floor down. I mean, it might hurt a little bit, but it's a video game. I mean, come on. If Cloud can survive the fall he does from Midgard, or from that, or whatever, wherever the frick they were at that point in the game, that long fall after the reactor blows up or the bridge blows up and he goes down with it. If Cloud can survive that fall, then we could do this. Yeah. And besides that, for the billionth time, I don't want to hear about reality or lack thereof, and especially in these older RPGs. As long as you can walk on molten lava with only one hit point of damage per step, and yet water is a lethal barrier, I don't want to hear about your take on reality, dude. Just let me jump down there. Yeah, screw you, game. No shortcuts. You must fight your way through. Yeah. Fine. I need the experience anyway, I guess. I mean, I really do. I don't even remember what level I'm usually on by the time I get to the next major dungeon of the game. Guess what element that's going to be? I mean, it's kind of already been given away by the Wintry cave idea, and yeah. Yeah. But I don't think level 15 mean, granted, I don't even remember what level you have to be at so you can one-shot most of those enemies, but I mean, the last couple times I played this game, I took advantage. Well, if you remember on the first video of this playthrough, I mentioned that long ago, I actually spent, what, 2 weeks to a month grinding in the level forest to raise that 9,000 that Tristram spoke of when you first meet him, just to see how different the dialogue would be. I actually did that, and in the process, maxed out experience, or came so close to it that by the time I was done getting that money, I just ground out the rest of the levels needed and played through the entire game at level 40 or 41, max levels in this game. Yeah. So the last couple playthroughs have been like that, where everything was ridiculously easy, even by my standards. This time, well, I'm not doing that for one. I no longer have that save file, and two, even if I did, I mean, I like being over leveled, but being at max level this early, I don't know about that. That's a bit much, even for me. By the way, this is what hovering enemies. When it's just them, you see them float, hovering up and down. But when there's other enemies, I guess they couldn't animate just a couple enemies hovering while the other one or two didn't. I don't know. Limitations of the hardware arguments? I don't know, but just kind of weird. If it was just the two Sparna alone, like the rock bird enemies in the last dungeon. Actually, why am I wasting my bombs? I mean, I got plenty of them, and I can always get them back easily enough, but still. Besides, bombs aren't exactly I mean, they help. They do some damage, but... Alright. Well, attack him since he's weak to axe attacks. You think anything living would be weak to an axe attack, but okay, fine. Didn't really need more of those right now. Oh, here we go with the confusion. Oh, yay. My favorite status ailment in RPGs. Not least favorite, maybe, but... I mean... Like Final Fantasy II. I mean, the real Final Fantasy II on NES. The one that we never got here in America for over a decade. And the imp enemies of that game. Good frickin' God. Ugh. Stun or confuse lock your entire party in one attack, and then you just watch them kill each other until there's only one person left, and then you watch he or she just kill herself, do themselves in. All the while in the back of your mind you're flipping the game the middle finger. I hate confusion. I can't one-shot those guys yet. Thanks a lot, Phoebe. Yep. Hell no. Well, for one thing, way to pay attention to health totals here. Way to go, me. Not. There. Okay. There. How useful is that? No, not much. Okay. That's right. Just die. Take your confusion spell with you. And this is what I was talking about in the intro. Entry-level RPG for beginners, for the most part, sure. But they sometimes try a little too hard to accommodate for that by spamming status ailments like you've been seeing over the last 5 minutes. Artificially generated challenge. Middle finger 1, middle finger 2. I do 3 and 4, but I don't have 3 or 4 arms, so that's an impossibility without just doing the same 2 over again. Jank challenge is jank bullshit. Difficult for all the wrong reasons. And then there's that. That gets annoying too after a while. How you sometimes wonder if your party could even hit a target the size of the Titanic. Or not. That's just for that? Okay, well, fine. I got it. Well, that's me, okay. Shake, rattle, and roll? I mean, no, more like lightning strikes. I mean, anyways, rock and roll song title references aside, that'll about do it for this video. Close enough to the half-hour mark. I think between videos, I'm going to go out and grind some more. Hey, it's me you're talking about here. Always over-leveled. Always. So, yeah. Besides, this way is a dead end anyways. Gotta, you know, I mean, I'll I'll start the next video in this same area just to show, but nothing left to do in this part of the dungeon anyways. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.